Hey everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Wednesday Wisdom Call. Man, I don't know what else to call it. It's a show, it's an episode. It I was doing calls for so long I still call it a call. Anyway, welcome. It is Wednesday, March 4th, Wednesday Wisdom. My name is Marty Forrest. If you have not, let me start that over. My website is Hello Extraordinary Life. Check out the landing page. On the landing page, you can pick up your free ebook, 3 Steps to Reprogramming Your Negative Self-Talk. Few pages. It's a few pages. It's a beautiful book by Charlie, and it is packed full of information about reprogramming and being kind to yourself. And it's just a beautiful book. So you can go there, pick it up, add to my email list, which means then you get all the emails. Hi, Angela. You get all the emails because they're not all on Facebook, so you get more than what you get on Facebook. It is a wonderful Wednesday. Yes, it is. And so Facebook has now a new stream for live videos, and then it wouldn't do anything. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So I'm here. I went back to the old version, and I remember my somebody else was trying to use the new version, and it wouldn't work or something. I'm not really sure. So here we are, and I'm gonna have to take these off because the reflection distracts me as I keep talking about. So when I actually get glasses that are not just readers, I'll have to get the non-glare kind because otherwise it'll just drive me crazy. All right, enough about all that. Hi, Stacy. It's a beautiful day. It's spring. Things are blooming everywhere. Today is a conversation about self-love. Stop selling yourself short. And it's all about learning how to love ourselves from the inside out. It's also it'll be more than this if or when you decide to join me for the 9 weeks coaching package that I lost the train. My brain is just kind of, I don't know what's happening. All right, just breathe, come back. The magic of self-love. It's a 9 week coaching package. There'll be a live training on Facebook. I'll create a closed group, private group, 5 personal one-on-one coaching hours during that 9 weeks, 24/7 coaching through Voxer, which is a messaging system that you can leave messages, text for each other, and coaching that way. I use that with my coach that I have, and it's pretty amazing. We don't have to talk, we don't have to speak every day, but we can message each other every day, and she coaches me along the way as often as I need it. And I leave her messages every day, so just keep me moving along. So this today is about self-love and stop selling ourselves short. Whole It's a whole message about why we're here. Why are we on this planet right now? And it's all about learning how to come home to ourselves and love ourselves, unconditionally love ourselves. I went up and looked, what is the definition of love? And there are so many. I think there's as many definitions of love as there are people on the planet, and I laugh about that. I think that's pretty extreme, but really it's every person has their own definition in their own way of expressing it, of living it, being it. Here's something I'm going to read to you that I found in this book called The Mastery of Love. He wrote the 4 agreements, the 5th agreement, mastery of self. So I read this yesterday as I was doing a little research for today's conversation, and this struck me. And in that 24-hour period of reading this passage, and it's just a couple paragraphs, I got up this morning and I looked in the mirror and I saw myself completely different. Like the perspective of me is different. Love this book. Yeah, I haven't read the whole thing, but I was flipping through, and so I'm going to read this to you. If you look, it's from chapter 10 in the book, Seeing with Eyes of Love. If you look at your body, you will find billions of living beings who depend on you. Every cell in your body is a living being that depends on you. You are responsible for all those beings, for all those living beings that are your cells. You are God. What a concept. You can provide what they need. You can love all those living beings, or you can be so mean to them. The cells in your body are completely loyal to you. They work for you in harmony. We can even say they pray to you. You are their God. That is absolutely the truth. Now, what are you going to do with this knowledge? You read that? Total lens, like total shift in my perspective of the lens that I look through at myself and how I speak to myself, what I do for myself, and how I care about myself. Self-love is it's all relative, right? It's you get to define it, what it is for you and how it works for you. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel light? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel joyful? If it makes you feel anything less than that, it's probably not love. It's something else. Programming, addiction, behavior, all those things that make us feel heavy, small, less than. Those are the places we sell ourselves short. The truth is, that is the truth. We are love. We came here to be love. What is love? What is it? Is it an action? Is it an expression? Is it a doing? A way of being? Anybody have any thoughts? Are you in a position to type in the comments and speak to that? Because we all define it based on how we were raised, on how we've learned to love, or how we receive love. What is love? Love is an energy. It's a vibration. It's all energy. Look, I have this new little thing. Anybody seen these tuning forks? This is 528. It's said that it heals the DNA, but this is the frequency of love. So when you feel the vibration, it's the frequency of love. And everything has a frequency. Every emotion, every feeling, every thought, every action, every inaction has a frequency or a vibration. Science has proven every single thing is energy, no matter how dense, or I don't have any water in here. Or how about how clear crystals, how clear they are. Everything has a frequency. And that's what love is. It's a frequency that we embody, that we learn to be. We learn to raise our frequency to become, not to become, we don't become it, we already are that. To be love, to be present to our own love. We cannot give it if we don't have it for ourselves, because it comes from us. It comes from the inside of us. I was reading something, she described it as a wave. Love is like a wave, and someone activates, like other people come in and they love us. But it comes from them. They don't give it to us, but they activate our own love. How's that? quite a little shift in my own perspective, which is why I'm sharing it with you. Helps me to lock it in there for myself, that it's a way of being, if you will. We talk about being. It's also an expression, it's an action, it's all those things, but I can't give you love. I can express it for you. I can activate love inside of you. I can't give it to you. Like I can't, what can I can give you a pair of glasses, but I can't give you love. But I can activate your feelings of love. Oh, wow. So some just different perspectives about love. How do we love ourselves? How do we begin to collapse or reprogram our conditioning and our teaching from being children that felt safe or not, that felt loved or not? When we're born, we're just the energy. Oh my gosh, you just look at a baby and you look at them as they're growing in a, we'll call it a healthy environment, where they're curious and they delight in everything and they laugh about everything and they're friends with everybody and they just love everybody and they just want to give you whatever they have, they want to share it with you. Pure, unadulterated, unconditional love. Babies. Up until, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5, until it's spanked out of them or criticized out of them or looked out of them. Those are all my experiences. Some of you had those experiences. Babies are pure love. How do we get back to that place, that space, that being? Our mind gets in the way, right? And then we have all this talk and this, I'm not good enough, and I'm not worthy, and I'm not perfect, and I'm not whatever our conditioning is. Let me look at this. Love is an emotion. That's a great choice. Love is an action is also genuine affection. Love is an action. It is also genuine affection for another. It's also an emotional byproduct experience from the most genuine and authentic care or actions. Yes. And a choice. Yes. So it is a choice. So let's talk about that. Love is a choice. Love me. We're doing self-love today. And it can be the action of, I think I talked about this in another video where I do the oil. I don't use some lotions because they have a lot of stuff in them. So I use pure coconut oil. Use anything. It's a way of expressing, like I feel like I'm just rubbing love and care all over my body. That's an action. And it's a choice. So the choice is to continue to reprogram. Right? We continue to reprogram the tapes that run in our mind or the things that create self-doubt. And that requires us to be committed, disciplined, vigilant, whatever word works for you. I know those kind of feel like heavy words. I think it takes something. The choice is that I remind myself every day, or I catch that thought that's not in my highest good, where I'm mean to myself, or I'm unkind, or oh, you're just so stupid. I couldn't figure out this new Facebook thing, and I'm right at the time. I need to be on here. Now, there was a time in my life I'd have been like, oh, you're just so stupid, you can't figure it out. Well, it's all brand new. I know I can't figure it out. That doesn't make it anything, right? It simply means I don't know yet. I haven't learned it yet. So the whole story about technology and how me and technology, my story was that me and technology did not get along. And so I'm learning all kinds of new ways and I'm writing new beliefs. Me and technology are good friends. It's my friend and it helps me. Otherwise, I get into that story because I don't know how to do it or I can't figure it out and then I feel stupid, and what I hear in my head is the things that I heard as a child. I should already know that. And if I don't know it, then I'm not going to even try it. And it wasn't good enough, right? You hear those things? Any of you relate to that? You can do a little emoji if you can't type something. There's a lot of stuff. And our culture is that. Buy this, do that. You got to have this thing. You got to pump up your lips. You got to do this, whatever surgery or, lose make the skin all smooth again and be young. And, we just have all this conditioning. I was reading an article yesterday about all the buying. Things are meant to break. So we have to buy more and have to have the latest, greatest thing. That's where our culture has evolved to. Those of us that are present and mindful work on this part about what does it look like when I love myself? What does it look like? What does it feel like for you when you love who you are? When you love yourself enough to have healthy boundaries, to say no. I was having a conversation with my friend today, and I said, I have a person, she tends to ghost me a bit. And this is her MO. It's not even personal to me. I certainly didn't get that in the beginning, but I understand it today. It has nothing to do with me. And we started scheduling phone calls because otherwise we're just playing phone tag. And then in January, she answered the phone and then later texted and said, oh, well, I didn't change my calendar. Okay, whatever. Now March comes along and she's calling me because her life's falling apart. That's my opinion. That's my judgment. But she's got stuff going on in her life, real stuff. And I thought, I asked myself, and I know this is going to apply to somebody that's listening today or later to the recording. Do I want to participate in this kind of relationship? One that's only of convenience for that person? I don't think I want to. I love her. I have feelings of love for her. It's not something I want to participate in anymore. It's not reciprocal. Today I choose relationships that are reciprocal. I love me enough to say I want to be in relationship with people who I reciprocate love with or conversations with, some depth of conversation with, not people who it's just when it's convenient for them. It's a pattern. It's not my pattern is to keep trying to get it to work, right? To keep going chasing after it. Their pattern is to ghost. And then when I reach out, they're not there. Simply a boundary. It's a choice, right? Love is a choice. I choose to love me enough to say, this is not where I want to put my time and energy. You really? Maybe get that? Hi, Jamie. Healthy boundaries. Huge thing about self-love. For those of us that are codependent, people pleasers, what else? What are the other labels that we wear? I used to call it pretzelizing. I pretzelized myself to people please so that I would be liked, validate my own worth. And the journey inside to learning how to cultivate what's already there. The love that we have, that we possess, that we are. What are the words? What are the words for that? The love that we are. It's energy, we are love. We can turn it off, block it, conditioning. Go back to that passage I read in the book, The Mastery of Love. And our billions of cells are listening to us. Are we being kind? They are worshiping us, waiting for it. Now they do act on their own. Yes, they have things they do. But when we're not kind to ourselves and we continue to be mean to ourselves, then what happens? We come up with disease, stress, exhaustion. What else? Unhealthy relationships. Maybe we get sores on our skin. But we sell ourselves short when we stay in that kind of, oh, this is just how I am. I've heard people say that. When I hear that, I just walk away because that tells me that they're not willing to grow. Today, maybe that's how I behave today, but you know what? I'm willing to grow and I'm willing to expand. And I know all of you that are here with me are willing to do that same thing. Where do we begin? Begin. Listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to your mind and the chatter, the endless chatter. I heard something. Somebody I was listening to said, we have how many thousands and thousands of thoughts that go through our mind every single day, every day. And how many of them are, what's the word, judgment, heavy, unkind, opinionated? I don't have a percentage. Depends on where we are in our journey. There was a time that that's all they ever were. Judgment, opinion, not liking myself, never feeling good enough. And the thoughts were always about what I did or what I could do to make it better or how can I fix it. Not loving and not kind. And then I started to know that this is not how it's supposed to be. I don't know why I know that, but this is not how it's supposed to be in this world. I didn't come here to be trying to fix everyone else because I didn't feel like I could fix me. I felt broken and wounded and I didn't know how to fix me. I never could fix anybody else either. It took a few years to figure out this process, right? It started when I was 21, the very first self-help. Love is letting go of fear. I really didn't get it. I like a concept of it, but I didn't get it. That bone, I call it, I get it in my bones. I didn't get it. Today, it's a different story, of course. I was 21 years old when I started that. That was a few years ago. It's a process, right? It's a process, and we begin somewhere. And usually it's just becoming aware, listening to yourself, listening to the thoughts, then asking yourself, where does the thought come from? Whose thought is it? It doesn't make me feel good, happy, joyful, free. It's probably not mine. Those thoughts are from someone else that programmed my mind, DNA level, from a child. So simply asking. Meditation is another one. Breathing is another one. Becoming aware, that's the first step, right? We become aware that my thoughts are not really serving me to my highest and best good. Place to start. Listen to them. What do they feel like? How are they heavy? As long as I've been doing this, there was still a place that even when it sounded positive coming out of my mouth, it felt heavy. Because there was still some layer of a judgment or an opinion or a negative. That's been 30 years. Probably 25 when I got sober. Process. Commitment to ourselves. Choosing to say, I love me enough to do something different. Because this no longer makes me feel good. It's no longer working. It helped me to survive. It served a purpose. To this point, Now I can choose different. I can choose something else that makes me feel lighter, brighter, happier. Scroll down. I love the God shot and doormats. Yes, doormat. Hi, Kristen. So it's just beginning. It's beginning somewhere. I didn't look at the time even. I'm busy yakking away. What time is it? Okay. And wrapping it up. So listening, feel it in your body. Where is it showing up in your body? Meditate. Now let me just give a little bit about meditation. I'm not talking about sitting in a lotus position with our legs crossed. I can't do that either. And sitting there for 20 minutes. Go hug a tree. Go take a deep breath and hug a tree. Let the tree talk to you. Listen. It's pretty simple. It's not complicated. When you breathe, you take that deep breath, you breathe all the way down and you breathe all the way up and you expand the upper part of your lungs from the belly. You breathe, how's it go? Breathing in, down, expand the belly. You expand the top of the lungs. Your full lungs and your belly expands. That kind of breath. Take 2 or 3 of those. Do it for a minute. You will change the chemistry in your body, lower your heart rate, help you think clearly. And if you don't want to look at all that programming all the time, what's the next loving thing I can do for me right now? Maybe it's just breathing. Maybe it's that simple. Don't complicate this. We like to do that. I still do that sometimes. But the breathing that's expansive, love is expansive. Right? So imagine breathing in love. Imagine breathing in white light. Whatever color that is for you. I always think white because it's just clear spirit to me. But breathe in and do it with me. Let's just do it. Let's do it right now. Take a deep breath. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Take a deep breath. All the way up here. All the way up here. Belly expanded. Exhale all the way out. So your belly goes in. Again. Feel that? How expansive it becomes? Now imagine you're just breathing in love for yourself. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe in. Breathe in that white light. Let it fill up every single cell in your body. Oh, somebody just got something good about that. Fill in every single cell. That white light is your love. It's spirit. It's God. Whatever you want to call it. It's who you be as energy. And it's love. Good emotion around that. Somebody got some good stuff. My word for the year. So I'm talking some more about it. So was that helpful? Did I have an emoticon somewhere? Give me some love. Some love in there, people. Hi, Jeannie. No worries. You can listen again. All right. I think I'm at the end of my time here for my 30 minutes and people's lunchtime. Thank you for being here. If you want to know more about the magic of self-love, 9-week coaching package, you can private message me. Go to the website, Hello Extraordinary Life. You can use the contact page. My email, coachmarty@helloextraordinarylife.com. Comment yes in the comments below. However, I'm available there's many ways to reach out and say, yes, I want just to have a conversation. Let's just have a conversation and see if this is the right thing for you right now. If there's something else that we can do in a more personal way. Also, remember to save the date, September, 19th and 20th? It's that weekend. It's around the fall equinox for the retreat, women's retreat. So mark your calendar for that. And as I go along and I get more soul direction, then I'll tell you more. But for now, make it great. I will talk to you all next week. next Wednesday. Every Wednesday it happens, and maybe some live videos in between as a little bonus. All right. I love you all. Thank you very much.